What is up, guys, and welcome back to Chase the Championships. I am T-Man, and we are back with the team that I used in London last week to get top 8. Those who have not checked out my team report yet, I do have that up, so I definitely recommend watching it. It should be pretty enjoyable. But otherwise, we're just going to get right into battles here. I did actually try and record a game before this, but it was a one turn. I dunked the Tapu Lele with Hydra Vortex, and the opponent forfeited. So I figured we'll just move on to the next battle here, and we'll start you guys up with something fresh here. Before I left for London, I did start out with 4 wins and no losses, and we're just going to be continuing on from where we were last week. And we're going to get Zazin from, I believe that was Japan, with a rating of 1567. Didn't really quite catch that, but we're going to see the team of Garchomp, Nihiligo, Marowak, Kartana, Tapu Lele, and Metagross. So I think I do like the rain mode here. Kartana is definitely a big threat that I want to take care of very quickly. I think I kind of want to lead Pelipper, Tapu Koko, just because Tapu Koko gives me the out to just Volt Switch off the Kartana on turn 1 if I really want to. I don't think I want to lead both Ducks and then take a Leaf Blade, because with Pelipper being slower than the Kartana, I know I'm definitely going to be taking a Leaf Blade if I do bring it. So I think I just want to lead Pelipper, Tapu Koko, and then bring Golduck in the back. I probably want to Volt Switch off the Kartana on turn 1 and Volt Switch into something that can take a hit from Kartana a little bit better, if that's what they decide to lead. Now what is the mon I want in the back? I probably either want to bring the Porygon 2 or the Muck here. I think that Porygon 2 doesn't do too much for me. I think Muck gives me a switch in for the Tapu Lele, and for the Metagross, it allows me to hit the Garchomp, hit the Nihiligo, hit the Marowak, so I think Muck is a pretty safe bring here. Yeah, so we're going to get into our game here. I did lead with Tapu Koko and the Pelipper. Hopefully I'll be able to get some Thunders off. I obviously have to play around the threat of Marowak in the back, switching in and Lightning Rodding. But with Pelipper on the field, I should be able to maybe scare away the Marowak. So let's see what happens here. We're going to get Tapu Koko and Pelipper leading into Kartana and Tapu Lele. So, like we said, I do have to deal with that Kartana on turn 1. And I do think this is a very good spot for Muck to potentially come in. I think I can go for a Volt Switch and a... What do I want to do with Pelipper? So I definitely want to Volt Switch off of the Kartana. I know that for a fact. And I'm likely going to be Volt Switching into Muck if he doesn't make any switches. Do I want to set up a Tailwind? Do I want to Scald? Because I do know that next turn if I bring on Muck, both of his mons are faster than my Pelipper, and he can just go for a double up into the Pelipper and take it out regardless. So I'm not sure if I just want to go for an attack this turn. I think setting up Tailwind is actually pretty strong here. I can Volt Switch off of the Kartana and potentially set up Tailwind. If he does not double into Pelipper, if he does double up into Pelipper this turn, I can always bring in Golduck in Rain, and I'll have Tapu Koko in the back as well. So I think that would be a pretty good spot to be in. Yeah, Volt Switch doing loads of damage to Kartana, and we're gonna switch out into our Muck here. I think it's very possible that Thunder would have just KO'd the Kartana right out, but the item I would expect on Kartana would be Focus Sash, so I think the Volt Switch is just a little bit safer. We are going to see the Leaf Blade targeting down the Pelipper. Let's see if he decided to double into it. We're going to see the Z move from Tapu Lele, so is that into our Muck switch in? That would be absolutely fantastic. I'm really hoping this is into the Muck. It is! That's nice, and we get the Tailwind up. That was an awesome turn 1. That was pretty much exactly what I wanted to happen. So yeah, I think in this situation we can just go for a Scald into the Kartana and probably just go for a Poison Jab into the Tapu Lele. I don't expect my Muck to outspeed the Tapu Lele at this point, but I don't think there's much that can really go wrong if I do just go for the poison jab. I want to make sure that I'm at least applying pressure with for a knockout on the Tapu Lele. I don't want him to like protect Kartana and get any free damage off. I could also curse if I think he's going to protect or switch. I think just if he does attack with Tapu Lele, poison jab just a better option. Let's see what he brings in though. It will be the Garchomp, which is cool. So Scald will knock out the Kartana here, which is nice. And I'll get some chip damage on the Garchomp. I'm assuming this will be around like 20%. Let's see how much this does. A little bit less than that, maybe like 15, and Ruskin damage will hit me, but definitely a good turn, I think, in my opinion. Now, my Muck can take an Earthquake at full health. With the Rough Skin chip damage, I'm not actually sure anymore. I'm definitely scaring him with any sort of pressure from Wide Guard, maybe. Maybe an Ice Beam from Pelipper. I haven't revealed Hurricane yet. But Tapu Lele will come back in. So what does he want to go for here? He can just go for an Earthquake. That's definitely a possibility I could see happening. I think my best play is to Scald the Garchomp and Protect. I think something like a Protect and an Earthquake is very valid. He can just take out the Pelipper as well. If he takes out the Pelipper and attacks with both, I still think I'd be in a good spot because I can bring in Tapu Koko and just a Dazzling Gleam. And I think I'd be in a very good position. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, is Protect and go for Scald. Tapu Lele will Protect though, so I think we're just going to get an Earthquake coming out here from Garchomp. Muck will also Protect, of course, so that's what we're hoping for here. And yeah, that's definitely Dazzling Game Range now. I wasn't sure if this was potentially a Sulfurous Garchomp, so that is definitely a range of a potential Dazzling Gleam knockout in the back. I do have Scald, and I'm still faster than the Garchomp, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and go for a Scald and a Poison Jab. I'm going to have to force the Tapu Lele to switch again in most scenarios here, so I think we're in a very good spot. He could potentially go for a double Protect with Tapu Lele and try and just stall out the Tailwind, but you know, Garchomp could Protect here. I don't think that's a Solfest based off the damage that Scald did, but no matter what, I'm going to be getting big damage off this turn because there's no way for him to protect both Mons, and he's going to have to switch one of them out if he wants to keep something alive. So Tapu Lele is going to be the one that's switching out, and in comes the Marowak. So I'm assuming the Garchomp is going to be protecting this turn then. Yeah. But we will get the Scald off onto the Garchomp into the Protect, and Poison Jab will connect with Marowak. No poison, I don't think. We do get the poison. Okay. Jumped the gun a little bit there. Does the poison chip damage matter? It potentially could. I think here I can just go for a Tailwind again, or just go for a Scald. Either or, I think will be fine. Since Golduck can just knock out the Marowak that's sitting on the field here, so I'm not too worried about that. I think I just want to go for Tailwind and Protect, because if he is able to take a knockout on the Garchomp, or on the Pelipper rather, I still think I'm in a good spot, because I'm bringing Golduck and I can just Scald away at the Marowak. I'm not too worried about Rain running out either, as we do see a Rock Slide connect with the Pelipper. And that will take me out, but yeah. Even though Rain's going to run out, Golduck is faster than the Marowak. It's just the thing I needed to be faster than. As Bone Ring goes into my Protect here. So I'll be taking a little bit of damage there, or he'll be taking a little bit of damage there from the poison, and I think I just want to bring in my Golduck here. Huh. If I had to make a guess, he's just going to go for Protect, and he's just going to go for Protect and Earthquake here. So in that case, it's in my interest to just Scald the Garchomp and go for a knockoff into the Marowak. Because then in any situation where he doesn't protect, I'm in a good spot. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Marowak in this situation. I just need to get a little bit of chip damage on it. He will switch out his Marowak into his Tapu Lele. Let's see if he went for a Earthquake. I don't think so if he's switching into Tapu Lele here. Any sort of chip damage on the Tapu Lele would be great for me. But Garchomp will be the one going for Protect. And we're going to see Scald go into the Garchomp, and we're going to be knocking off the Tapu Lele. That was Psychium Z, I believe. So, no item being knocked off. Still some very significant damage. I think I could just go for a Protect and a knockoff into the Garchomp. Reason being is if he's able to take a knockout on my Muck this turn, then I just bring in Tapu Koko. And I think Tapu Koko is in a really, really good spot if I'm able to bring it in here. I do have to be careful about getting into a spot where the Marowak in the back can lock down my Tapu Koko with just Tapu Lele and Marowak on the field. But with, you know, Psychium Z already burned on the Tapu Lele, and the fact that if I bring in my Tapu Koko, I'll be able to set up Electric Terrain instead, I think I'd be in a good spot. He's just going to Earthquake away, though. He's going to Earthquake his own Tapu Lele. Let's see if it's bulky enough to survive the Earthquake, and it looks like it is not, and my Muck will be the one that's hanging on. Critical hit from the Garchomp, though, is very unfortunate. I'm not sure if he expected to survive that, but it's definitely something you risk when you Earthquake your own Mon there. As we see the Muck restore like a half HP with his Figgy Berry. Figgy Berry and Gluttony was absolutely amazing this weekend. Just being able to play with essentially 150% health was phenomenal. As we see the Yashi Berry knockoff on the Garchomp, so I think that's pretty interesting. But yeah, now we're just in a position where we can just attack into the Marowak twice when we win. So, a little bit unfortunate there with a crit from my opponent, but nonetheless a well-played game. I just got him into a few positions where I could just attack with both Muck and Pelipper earlier on in the game when I had Tailwind. But yeah, we are going to see the forfeit from my opponent. That was a pretty hard loss he had to take there. I'm not sure if that Earthquake crit mattered, though. I'm going to guess it did, just because of how bulky Tapu Lele can get. But that is another win under our belt, so we are up to 5-0, or 6-0 if we count that that lovely first turn forfeit that I had off camera for you guys. Yeah, record's not that important. Getting games in is important, and being able to see how the team works is pretty cool. What do we want? Go with Lucamine. Good old Lucamine theme. But yeah, the ability to use both Tapus was probably one of the coolest things this weekend, as you could get very good damage calcs on the terrain rules, as we're going to get Yorch VGC from United Kingdom with a rating of 1564. And being able to just have the correct weather on the field at all time is great. And it looks like we're going to have the 6-Mon mirror match, so not sure if this is just a clone of my team or something very similar, but we will get the 6-Mon mirror match, and we're going to have the mirroring team of Golduck, Pelipper, Tapu Bulu, Tapu Koko. Oh, no, there is a Marowak instead of a Muck. There's a Marowak, so forgive me, but very, very similar teams. A very cool team. But let's see what we want to bring. In the mirror, I definitely like Tapu Koko a lot. I think Tapu Koko and Tapu Bulu are extremely good in the mirror. It's just a matter of getting speed control, so Pelipper is definitely something I want to be bringing. If he were to go into Trick Room and brought the Trick Room mode of his team, I think I'd be in a very rough spot. I think I want to lead Pelipper, Tapu Koko with Tapu Bulu and Muck in the back, just in case he decides to bring his own Trick Room mode with the Marowak and the Tapu Bulu. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Yes, I don't want to let the Tapu Bulu and the Tapu Bulu and the Marowak run rampant in Trick Room. That's the mode that he decides to go with. Tapu Koko and Porygon 2 is the lead that I'm going to be facing though, so potentially a Volt Switch and a Trick Room play on turn 1 that I could be dealing with here. I kind of want to Scald away at the Tapu Koko, just in case he does Volt Switch into Marowak, or decides to switch into Marowak. So I think I want to just double that slot with Volt Switch of my own and Scald. That covers pretty much any switch in there. It also allows me to just KO the Tapu Koko if he does stay in with it. Yeah, I think I'm very happy with the double. Tapu Koko is going to go for Thunderbolt, luckily into the Pelipper. Yep, bring me down to my Focus Sash, which is more than fine. So now the question is he going to Trick Room, or is he going to attack my Pelipper with a double up? That's actually pretty important, because I don't know if I should be Volt Switching into Muck or Tapu Bulu here. I think Muck is what I want to be Volt Switching into, if I do think he is going to set up Trick Room. Now, if he doesn't, and he has Golduck in the back, I do still have my Tapu Bulu I can switch into to take a hit on either slot. So yeah, I think I'm going to bring in Muck here, since Tapu Koko is definitely going down this turn. Scald will definitely knock out the Tapu Koko here, and let's see if Porygon sets up Trick Room. It did. Okay, nice. So we get Muck in here, potentially the slowest thing on the field. If it is Marowak, Marowak will be slower than me, but I can always knock that off. And once you knock off Marowak, it's definitely not as big of a threat as it could be. We're going to see the Tapu Bulu actually coming in, so that's very interesting. Huh. Potentially just a Protect coming out from Tapu Bulu here this turn. I mean, I am threatening with just a Poison Jab and knocking out the Tapu Bulu. I don't know if there's anything he can do to really threaten my Muck all that much. My two options here are really to Poison Jab the Tapu Bulu and knock off the P2. I don't know what I want to do with Pelipper yet. I think I just want to switch it out into my own Tapu Bulu. I think that can take a hit from pretty much anything that would be fired at this turn. So yeah, let's do that. Let's switch into Tapu Bulu, and I'm going to knock off the Porygon too. I don't think my Muck's in any real danger here. So knocking off the Eviolite will put me in a good position for the rest of the game. And if I can catch a Protect from the Tapu Bulu, which I do, very nice. Yeah, this is a very good turn. So yeah, now without an Eviolite, he does reverse Trick Room, so definitely a strong play by him. But now I do have my Tapu Bulu outside of Trick Room, which should outspeed his Porygon, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and go for a Wood Hammer now. And knowing this team, there's nothing that really wants to switch into a Wood Hammer. The only thing he could really switch in would be the Marowak if he had it. So let's go for the Poison Jab into the Tapu Bulu, and we'll just go for the Wood Hammer on the Porygon too. Let's see how much this is doing with the Miracle Seed Wood Hammer, and that will be a knockout with a critical hit. I'm not sure if that matters since I did knock off the Eviolite, but do know Tapu Bulu is extremely strong and potentially did not matter. Wood Hammer is going to be doing just under 50%, so I will not be activating the Figgy Berry, but that's alright since we'll look at the knockout here on the Tapu Bulu. So I'll take that turn any day. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything in the back that could really save him, as we do see the very unsportsmanlike DC there, so two strong games there, as we do pick up another win here on Chase the Championship, and I do believe that will be it for this episode. So thank you very much, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back very soon with another episode, and thank you very much, guys, and see you soon.